I hit it, man. You know we gotta talk about it now, right?
All right, now it's Kyle Lowry segment.
Let's get on to the big booty segment.
I love this signing.
It's
probably okay. Kyle Lowry is obviously older, so it's probably not the best.
How old is he, by the way?
35 or 36, maybe?
No way. Is he that old? The thing is,
Kyle Lowry age. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
35.
Hold on, slight segue. The reason why I knew he was kind of when you Googled it, I was like, I knew he was gonna be old because I remember playing him in 2K7. And if I played with anybody,
he was with the Rockets.
That's when I was playing with him. And I remember he was just like an extra on the Rockets. Like, oh, I'm gonna shoot Kyle Lowry, whatever. I think he was playing with. Hold on. I think he was playing with T-Mac.
He was a guard on that team.
I feel like he was a guard on that team.
Is that the post Rafer Alston era?
CV's on it. I swear. I feel like
Kyle Lowry.
I feel like I remember playing with him.
I figured it out through stats and years because I feel like all the years are in my head.
I feel like I remember using him.
2K7. He was drafted by the Grizzlies.
Wait, what?
Nah, I mean, when did 2K7 come out though?
It's probably like 2K.
He started playing the 08-09 series. I mean, he barely got to play.
Okay, so maybe not 2K, but one of those older 2Ks, he was definitely playing with T-Mac. Like I feel like I remember using him and being like, oh, all right, I got my point guard collar. I'm gonna pass it right to T-Mac. Like I remember he wasn't that memorable to me. Like that's why I'm like I remember when he first started blowing up on the Raptors, I was like, we're talking about the same Kyle Lowry I used to use, who was like a 74 overall. Like this guy is a all-star now.
You think he's gonna be taking his shirt off at South Beach?
He's not taking his shirt off, period. Okay? let's get one thing clear about Kyle Lowry.
That's the most important question.
We know that
he's
man.
There for 4 years, $120 million, you know? So, I mean, you got to take your shirt off. I mean, I go take my shirt off. And you don't want to see anything under here.
Well, you think you want to see anything under Kyle Lowry? I mean, look, well, first of all, let me not dog the man. He's definitely more in shape than I am. Okay, let's get that out. Let's get out the way. I barely want to take my shirt off. So, let's get that out the way right there. Okay, I'm not trying to dog him saying, he's not. He's definitely more in shape than me.
Did you go to the beach with your girlfriend and then, she took a picture? I feel like you got to show the picture.
I'll say that for the next episode. Your boy had the rolls. I was out here looking like Rossi's with the rolls, boy. Just like the jelly was all out there. Look, I ain't trying to dog the man. I'm just saying, out of NBA players, so here's me. On that totally out of shape era. I see you guys see right here below the table. He's NBA player level. So he's at a whole new barometer.
We're doing all this shit. We're doing all
yeah, we drink some of these, for all our young listeners, we drinking some of this. You learn when you're older. But it don't help the gut, okay? We out here getting thick, is what we'll call it. So I'm here on the fitness bar. Now he's on the NBA player barometer. But he's not very high on the fitness barometer for NBA players. Look, can we say that? He's not the most aesthetically NBA player we're gonna talk about fitness.
Yeah, but I think, I mean, it's the opposite of wiry strong, and I'm just having a hard time thinking of the adjective. Because you know how they call like Brandon Ingram, Kevin Durant, wiry strong.
Oh, like they're like dudes
slim, but they're strong.
Right.
What is the opposite of thick but fit?
Oh, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Because Kyle Lowry's I'm sure he has, his conditioning is spectacular.
Right,
it's really good.
Right.
He last year he played, great minutes before they started tanking.
He's probably like a big body kind of guy, he's like big, but he's not like eating bonbons and stuff. He's just like a big guy. That's just his definition.
So, and I think this is why I think I love the signing, even though he's 35 years old, because I feel like we should talk about this at the same time. CP3 he's going to be playing until he's 40. Yep. That's a 4-year, I think also $120 million contract.
Right.
I don't know if Kyle Lowry is 3 years. I don't know if that's the case, but I would take Kyle Lowry over CP3 at this time. This is a hot take. I know. I'm just saying I would take Kyle Lowry over CP3 at this time. CP3's on the plant-based diet. I'm on the plant-based diet. We look different.
He's on the plant-based diet. I'm on the plant-based diet. We look significantly different. You're right. Ain't no lies about that. I dreamed of that. No. I continue your point, because I don't know, man, if I can agree with you Or take Kyle Lowry.
I think Kyle Lowry is CP3 is a better leader, player. You could say whatever you want. Right. Like, I think I'm not going to argue about skill level. I think I'd just rather have Kyle Lowry at this time, just because I just don't think CP3 can keep up with this. Like, something.
We've been saying that for years, my man.
I just don't feel that way.
We've been saying that I say we as a collective NBA fan base. We've been saying this for years. That CP3's too old. He can't do. He went to Houston. Okay, he started dog. He's still cooking, right? People will argue that Golden State Warriors series, if he wasn't injured, they might win and go to the finals.
I agree. This could be the dumbest take. This could be the dumbest thing in history. And looking at stats, I think it's silly to even look at stats because Chris Paul had one of his best seasons last year, and Kyle Lowry did not.
All right, so then but
I think the way that I feel like it's like the start of Kyle Lowry, that playoff series, against the Warriors, and even before that whole Eastern Conference stretch was like, I feel like it's almost like it's like the start of Kyle Lowry. And in the bubble, they got screwed over. There was a lot of problems, and Siakam didn't play up to date. And
just potential, yeah.
So I think there's a lot of problems over there. But I feel like it's like the start of Kyle Lowry because he's been called Playoff Lowry and all this. He's been doing all this shit. But I just feel like even though he's a bit older, he hasn't been playing. He hasn't been even relevant. Since 2000. 2012. Not even 2012. I mean, like, the DeMar DeRozan combo didn't probably start till 14.
So you're almost saying like he has a delayed prime, is what you're saying. Like his prime is a little bit later than other guys. While primes are like 26, 27.
I think it'd be silly to call it prime now. It's more that I think he's going to get savvy. Well, he's going to do a lot of things where, okay, listen. Well, first of all, this could be this is the dumbest take ever from like a stats or like you can even say eye test perspective because like assists, like it's just not even close,
right?
Like assists not even close. Kyle Lowry is a better defensive player, and when I mean defensive player, he's smarter with the way he plays defense.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna stop you right here. And look. I feel like you got some valid points. Hold on. You gotta tell me because the man can fall on his butt. The cushion
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's what gets his job done. Now every NBA player does this. Well, what are you gonna complain about every NBA player?
I mean, okay. I mean, I'm not saying that. I just feel like just because he knows when to take a charge doesn't make him a better defensive player.
No, listen. No. Listen. Like my take right now has no stats basis. No analytical basis. Nothing points to this thing because they're only 1 year apart.
First of all, I want to let the listeners know that this man was crapping on Kyle Lowry.
No, I was.
How soon was it ago? A year, maybe 2 years ago?
No,
I would say maybe
it's true. No, it's true.
You were saying Kyle Lowry was totally like whatever, and I was like Kyle Lowry, yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure that first Magic, the thing that I think the run with Kawhi, the first playoff series, the first game against the Orlando Magic, where the Magic actually beat the Raptors.
Yeah,
Kyle Lowry averaged 0 points, and I'm pretty sure I texted everybody saying playoff Lowry.
Yeah,
so I understand. I get it.
So this side of you, where you're saying Kyle Lowry, all of a sudden you got a total change of heart. Where Kyle Lowry is all of a sudden a better fit than Chris Paul. I'm kind of shocked, man. I gotta admit, I'm kind of shocked.
Yeah.
I'm appalled.
I have no stats basis. I have nothing. Like, even an eye test, you can say that CP3 is a better player than Kyle Lowry.
Right.
There's no doubt about that. It's nothing but a feeling. It's just a feeling. And I think Miami is... It's even probably hard to argue that Miami's a better fit for Kyle Lowry than CP3 is a better fit for the Suns just because they went to the fucking finals.
Right.
But, so this is probably the stupidest take in a while, but I just wanted to say that this is my take. It's a feeling. The only basis is maybe that the Eastern Conference is easier to, navigate through, even though it probably has the best fucking team in the whole fucking conference. That is the Brooklyn Nets.
Right.
But that's my take.
Okay.
I love this Kyle Lowry signing so much. I love Jimmy Butler. I love Bam.
Yeah.
My boy Duncan Robinson, 5 years, $90 million.
He deserved it. He deserved it. I know he's had a couple. I know he had a pretty.
That could have been Mateo right there.
Mateo lucky he get 300,000. Okay. Mateo lucky he get 50,000.
My man like SDSM now.
It's not no SDSM. I will say, Taylor's been shocking me. First of all, I know this is not sports related.
You know what this take is like when Stephen A. Smith said that Donovan Mitchell is the best Utah Jazz player he's ever seen. Now, everybody ripped on him saying that, but it's just a fucking feeling. It's just a fucking feeling, and I think there's no better way to explain it than that. And if Jimmy Butler heard that CP3 switching for Kyle Lowry, he'd be ecstatic.
So Nish, while you done laid all your bullshit out on the table.
No,
Okay?
it's true. It could be total bullshit. But if next year, I'm backing up Kyle Lowry. I love the Miami Heat. I love that team. I love Tyler Hero. I love Duncan Robinson.
Right.
My boy Precious Achua, or whatever his name is.
Okay.
I like him.
Okay.
They just signed this guy named Dwayne Dedman. I didn't even know he was in the NBA.
Dwayne Dedman. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember him. I think he was played for the Kings or something like that.
Right.
I like that team. I like Kyle Lowry in that situation. They gave him a contract. Pretty intense contract.
Well,
so
So here's my thing, Nish. I agree with you on the take that I think Kyle Lowry is a great addition to the Heat. For reasons I think are maybe similar to yours, but maybe you just ain't expressing the right way. So let me help you out a little bit. Let me tell you what I'm thinking.
Okay.
The reason why you don't get someone like CP3 and Jimmy Butler, I think they're both the type to call people out.
You're telling me like the
attitude.
You think the leadership aspect of it would be a problem?
Yes, I think that.
I don't think so.
I
think Jimmy Butler is just a guy who's just like. I think the word alpha and beta are thrown out.
No.
I think that's. Just
I don't even want to use those terms. I don't really consider it that. I think Chris Paul's Chris Paul plays very smart basketball, right?
Okay.
That's his niche. He's known for making the right.
You're telling me Kyle Lowry falling on his ass after every possession is not smart?
No,
it's really smart. He is so smart. He does the jersey tug. He does all the bullshit.
No.
He does every single bullshit that he can.
No, but here's the thing. Here, I'm gonna get to it. They're both smart. Kyle Lowry and Chris Paul are smart. The thing about Chris Paul, though, I think that's different from Kyle Lowry.
He complains more. Just kidding. Kyle Lowry complains way more.
They both complain a lot. They're almost the same archetype. It's very similar. It's very similar.
Bro, also, Luka is a generational talent for complaining.
Oh yeah, he does. He do that. There needs to be a complaining bar on 2K and put that shit on 99.
I love Luka. I almost cried after. I'm a grown man. I'm married, and I almost cried. Not that there's anything wrong with crying.
Ain't nothing wrong.
It's 2021.
Toxic masculinity is a thing of the past, Niels. You can cry now, okay?
You think I was ever masculine? Ever? But I was mowing my lawn and crying for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, for such sports.
Yeah, I was just
no real injury to your family. For sports.
For sports. That's why I know I have a problem. That's why I called you over a podcast.
So you need somebody to talk to.
Yeah, no, maybe.
I'm more of a therapist on this.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But like I was saying, I think Chris Paul plays so safe. Like, let's say Jimmy Butler shoots a three that's out of place. He's gonna be mad about that.
I don't think so.
He's gonna be mad about that.
I never thought the fit was a problem because remember there was talks about Chris Paul joining the Bucks,
right?
Because they didn't have a true point guard because of Eric Bledsoe. There's a problem with that, and then there was a problem with, and then there was Chris Paul could have joined the Heat, but I don't think the fit was the problem. I just don't believe in that. I just don't believe in that.
I truly believe the fit is a problem because I think Jimmy Butler and Chris Paul are both call you out kind of guys.
But that's good though.
No, that's good, but I think you only need one of them on a team. And I think when you have when you have two of them on a team, you get two guys, right? And not to say Jimmy Butler doesn't play safe, but I think Jimmy Butler plays slightly hero ball that might conflict with Chris Paul's safe.
First of all, I totally disagree with that statement. I do not think Jimmy Butler plays.
You don't think Jimmy Butler plays?
No.
What was he doing in that damn finals a year ago? He was averaging 43.
Just gave up on him.
It was 43, 10, and something else.
That Game 5 was a performance I've almost never seen in my life. Actually, that's just a lie, because LeBron Game 1, that J.R. Smith game that was a crazy game.
I'm not saying Jimmy Butler's a hero ball guy. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he's a hero ball player. He's not like Kevin Durant or who's gonna
You think Kevin's a hero ball guy?
Yeah, definitely a hero. He's a guy who he needs the ball.
I think what you're looking for when you mean hero ball, I think a guy who does that. I think the last one is a late great Kobe Bryant. I think that's like the definition of a guy who kind of takes over.
Okay. Okay.
And I think he's comfortable doing that because, he's so confident in himself.
Right.
Doing that. And I think that's why I think it's okay for him to do that.
Right.
Jimmy Butler's not a hero ball guy. He's just not. And I don't think you can even use that as an argument.
You don't think?
No, I don't think so.
So you think Chris Paul and Jimmy Butler would mesh okay? Totally fine.
I think so. I'm totally cool with that.
I think I'm
totally cool with that.
I don't think so. I don't think Chris Paul would like Jimmy Butler calling him out. And I don't think Jimmy Butler would like Chris Paul calling him out. I don't think
Chris Paul has a problem with people calling him out. I think he just...
Who calls him? What team has he been on where someone would call him out?
That's the whole fucking problem. Because nobody calls him out. That Clippers team was a disaster because it's like the new generation... this is basically out of just Matt Barnes and J.J. Redick talking about it. Mm-hmm. It was just like J.J. Redick, I can only quote him when he said there was just pettiness, passive aggressiveness, while Chris Paul doesn't like any of that stuff.
Right.
He prefers just like, hey man, I got a fucking problem with you.
Right.
That's the problem right there. If Jimmy Butler and Chris Paul,
so you think it would just be like talking it out?
Imagine I probably shouldn't bring up IBM. If there's two heated personalities, I think it's better than just one heated personality and one just guy's like, I'll do what you want.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I think that's I think CP3 and Jimmy Butler would have been great. Now, would CP3 want to play with Jimmy Butler, who's not a great shooter? That's like a CP3 thing. Like whether he would play with the guys in the Suns that's booked
right.
A better shooter, an efficient shooter, extremely efficient shooter. I think that's a whole other case.
Do you think? Because here's the thing about why I think Chris Paul likes guys like a guy like Devin Booker. Devin Booker's young. He's like a sponge right now.
No,
you could tell him anything, he eats it up and tries to use it. You
think Kendall Jenner?
Oh no, that's why he likes it. He's trying to get that Kardashian family. We figured it out. No. But I think that's really what I think. He likes guys like who are receptive. Because think about James Harden. You don't think James Harden was calling people out?
Why? He was?
I think he was.
I don't think so.
I think he was.
I don't think James is a guy like that.
You don't think he was calling?
No.
He was absolutely let's think about Jimmy Butler. He's the leader. Yes, Pat Riley is really the leader, right? So Pat Riley is really the leader.
I think we're getting to the argument where we should probably keep management kind of out of this.
No. But I'm saying, but the only reason why I'm going this argument is because I felt like James Harden was the de facto leader of the Rockets, while Jimmy Butler.
You think James Harden was aggressively calling out confrontationally his teammates?
Maybe not.
I think that's horseshit.
Maybe not aggressively, but you don't think he was hey man, you think Chris Paul was easily calling out James Harden? Probably.
No, I think it's very different from saying, "Hey man, look man," than saying, "What the fuck are you doing, man? You better fucking start doing."
So think about this. So think about this. Chris Paul was on a team with James Harden. You think James Harden was letting Chris Paul call him out?
No, I bet you not. But
I bet you he wasn't. And you think Jimmy Butler, who's more aggressive than James Harden, you think he's gonna let Chris Paul call him out?
Maybe, but James is not that type of guy to just voice his opinion like that.
But here's the thing. I'm not trying to say that. Fine. Let's say he's not the type to say I'll call you out. James Harden was a great player.
Okay.
You think Chris Paul was actively allowed to call him out?
Chris Paul would be actively allowed to call him out.
And let's talk. And you just said James Harden's not that real like
fine.
egoist type. So you're saying so you think Jimmy Butler, who's known for not, and I'm not gonna, I won't even call it toxic, but he's known for having bravado. You know, he has a voice. Yeah. You think Chris Paul's gonna call him out? If you can't call James Harden out, you think he's gonna call Jimmy out? I don't think that's as easy as we're thinking. Like, and that's why I'm saying it won't mesh.
I think the conflict would end very quickly. I think there's a point because they'll just be like they'll get their points out. Maybe there'll be a few shouting matches. Who's the other guy inside the NBA talks about how his Rockets team that it's Kenny Smith, right?
Yeah.
Kenny Smith in 96 was talking about, or 95 was talking about how like they would get into those conversations and it would just end over there, which is fine. I think that's what's going to happen. But I mean, we don't know what actually happened.
Yeah,
with the Rockets,
right? We don't
James
know.
Harden, Chris Paul Rockets.
We don't know.
All I know is, and I'm still saying this: if CP3 wasn't injured, the Rockets would have beaten the Warriors.
Oh, we
would Kevin Durant.
Okay. I can say, but that's why.
And the Rockets didn't shoot 7 for 44 from 3,
which is why your claim about Kyle Lowry being a better fit than CP3 is total horse. If you don't consider personalities at all, there's literally no reason why you would want Kyle Lowry over CP3. The reason why I would even consider Kyle Lowry over CP3 is because they're maybe just as smart, maybe just as in that skill realm with Kyle Lowry at a slight disadvantage. But Kyle Lowry's not as forefront as CP3. Jimmy can still sort of orchestrate things.
I'm going to start emailing Kyle Lowry about the plant-based diet. Well, you got to stay away from this because these are all plant-based. So, this is probably where I'm going wrong.
Yeah, you talking about a plant-based diet and he drinking beer. Like, at that point,
man, I've been having like vegetable juices before that.
Vegetable juices?
Seriously, yeah.
Vegetable? Oh, man, we should have had a V8. Is that what we're trying to get sponsored by? Look, V8. Okay, we're talking to you, V8. You want to sponsor us? Give him some free ones, okay? I don't want none of that, but give them to him. Give the V8 to my boy right here. He loves the vegetable juices. What's the meat company? Butcher Box. If you want to sponsor your boy with the 16-pound Brontosaurus burgers, you hook me up with that, okay? We can be sponsored by y'all, but V8, y'all sponsor him, okay? He loves that vegetable juice business.
Yeah, maybe.
But do you think the plant-based diet really helps? I know Kyrie Irving's on it. I know.
Kyrie Irving has a lot of problems.
Yeah, maybe.
He has he just converted now. He's a Muslim now, and
I thought he was a Scientologist. I thought he was a flat earther.
Tom Cruise.
I thought he was a flat earther or something.
Oh, that was a while ago. I think he was messing with people.
You think he was trolling?
I think he was trolling.
He has to be trolling.
So,
he has to be trolling. I think at this point, he's out of point.
You know what? I'm going to stick with my take. I'm going to make this. I think Kyle Lowry with the Heat is going to have a better season than CP3 with the Suns. Call me back in a year. We'll have this conversation. I'm going to pick Kyle Lowry. I'm probably not going to pick either of them in my fantasy draft. Just because, they're not very everything,
they're not very durable, and their stats are not crazy. But I'll tell you this, Neelish. One,
Kyle Lowry's a better scorer. Does that count? It does count, but CP3 is not looking to score, so it's not fair. Right. It's not a fair argument. Right. So it's
But I'll tell you this, News. One, your take is kind of safe, by the way. It's not a hot take.
You don't think it's a hot take?
No, because the Suns are in a tougher conference.
No, but we will judge it.
Suns are tougher,
but that's not how we're going to judge things. We're not going to judge things by who gets further in the playoffs. So that's not fair.
You're saying who's going to fit? Yeah. Well, how do you judge who fits better?
We'll have to see. We'll have to see how the season goes.
No, man, we can't just be saying we'll see, bro. How do we judge who fits better? How far they go?
The record doesn't make any sense because the Miami Heat's probably going to have a better record than the Suns. That's not fair.
Who scores more points? Who does more for the team? Who's better player efficiency?
We got to say that.
We got to come back, y'all viewers. We're gonna come back with y'all with how we're measuring it because I feel like Kyle Lowry can do better with the Heat. Yeah, he's your conference, so of course he's gonna do better. But that doesn't show it's a better fit. It just shows that he's in a weaker conference, so things will look better for his side.
No, but my argument. Well, I guess my argument was.
We could even argue Kyle Lowry looks good now because he's in a weaker conference. The fact that we even think about how he looks compared to CP3 could be argued he's in a weaker conference. Chris Paul, I think, has always been in the Western Conference. Has he ever been in the Eastern Conference? He's always played in the tougher conference.
Yeah, he's always played in the tougher conference.
So he's always played in the tougher conference. So he's doing pretty well in the tougher conference consistently. Kyle Lowry had a delayed, we won't say crime, but a delayed greatness. And I
get it. Like
I mean, he's a champion, yes. So okay, we can give him that. I know he brings to the Heat championship mentality. You know what I mean? Some of that veteran leadership. There we go.
Get that shit right, man.
Yeah. Oh, hold on, championship mentality is something good too, right? People need that.
Udonis Hassan's got that at the Heat.
I'm talking about it. Oh, damn, Udonis has some championship mentality. This man was an enforcer on a championship team. He literally just got mad at people. Anybody could be. I could be mad at people on a championship team. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm about to foul out if you don't shut the hell up.
You ready to take it to the next level?
Yeah. Brad Stevens, excellent coach. He gets on that mic'd up.
He's a GM now. He's a GM?
He's a GM of Celtics. He may have got a promotion?
I mean, it's the way you look at it.
So who's the new coach? Is he GM and head coach?
It's a guy. I'm sorry, this is not to be racist. It's a very African name.
Okay. Look it up.
It's hard for me to pronounce. I gotta look it up. It's not to be racist.
And let's not fumble it.
Ime Udoka.
Oh, he's a new head coach, huh?
Yeah.
But he might say better coach than we gotta take this to the next level. Hopefully when we catch him mic'd up.
You thought Brad Stevens is a bad coach?
No, I know.
Brad Stevens is a good coach. Yeah.
It's a shame that Kyrie situation didn't work out with him on their team. I know. So here's the thing with Brad Stevens. I think for the longest time everyone was assuming he's a great coach. I think the Kyrie situation was like he's a good coach. Like and before he was a great coach. Now he's just a good coach. Like, everyone's like, oh, he's so good. Isaiah Thomas and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Oh,
I was going to say Terry Rozier.
Terry Rozier.
My boy, Terry Rozier.
I heard they got a new rookie on the Hornets too. That they I know there's some. I think they got a new rookie recently.
I probably should be talking about the draft now because Anuka were really happy. The Pistons got Kate Cunningham. I mean, they got the first pick. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like
they didn't get out. I thought Jalen. I thought there was like
Jalen Green. That's what they're.
Yeah. I thought that's who they. I thought he was the new next hot thing.